And finally we saw The International, which is the story of an Interpol agent and the assistant DA from New York who are trying to take down the IBBC, the International Bank of Business and Credit, out of Germany, and they are Luxembourg.
Which is actually a country. It's about that big.
Yeah, but they are in the business of trying to. They're selling weapons and missile guidance systems to anybody who will buy it, and. The story, I don't know why the characters are in it that are in it. There's the Interpol agent, that's obvious, and he really has for some reason a draw to taking down this bank. The DAA agent, the district attorney from New York, played by Naomi Watts, her character, I don't really see the point for the DA in New York trying to take down this bank.
Yeah, seems a little out of her jurisdiction, but
yeah, and it's okay as a thriller, but it really kind of seemed like it's going to fade into the fog of the rest of them.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to really distinguish itself, and that I guess the idea that a bank has the wherewithal to pull off the things that this bank is doing seems a little foreign, particularly these days.
Yeah.
When banks can't even lend money appropriately. So,
but it's actually based upon actual events from the late 80s.
Yeah, from a couple of decades ago. So at one time, banks were savvy enough to pull this off. And yeah, I mean, the plot is a little, it's hard to follow, and a lot of it doesn't make sense, including a big shootout at the Guggenheim, of all places, which, look, it looks cool on screen, and I guess that's maybe enough. I liked it well enough. I think Clive Owen is certainly an appealing enough actor, that even when he's making kind of silly movies like this, I'm still interested. And I like the way that his character seemed kind of out of his depth. Like, he didn't really seem to know what exactly the bank was doing. I mean, he finds out as time goes on, but and even a lot of the stuff that they're doing is maybe morally reprehensible. But I don't selling weapons is essentially illegal. But yeah, I mean, it was a decent enough movie. But like you said, I'm not going to remember it. This time next year, I'll maybe remember that Clive Owen was in some movie about banks, but that's about it. And so, I mean, I guess if you're really hard for a thriller, check it out. I liked it well enough.
Good counter-programming.
Yeah. This is not a Valentine's Day movie, I guess, unless you really like Clive Owen. But, we'll be right back with our summary.